I always do this too. I always just like dip out for like 3 to 5 months and then just come back and be like, yo, I'm about to start posting. Bro, I'm not going to start posting. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I will try to post a little bit more often. I will say that. I've been busy, and that's not a good excuse. I have certainly been busy. I got a new job. We'll talk a little bit about that. Training's been a little bit off. I'm not gonna lie. I was in Vegas, not this past week, or yeah, not this past week, but the week before. I was in Vegas, and that really threw me off. I wasn't like partying much at all. It wasn't like that. It was pretty much all business, to be honest with you, with a little bit of sprinkle of fun. But I just did not have any time to have to work out by myself. It was basically just go go go. So I would wake up at 7 a.m. and then I'd be expected to basically just learn and just be involved in like team building activities and stuff like that until like literally I'd say 10 p.m. So it was a very, very long process. We had like 1 hour throughout the whole day just to ourselves. Of course, with like the exception of going back to the room at like 10. But at that point, I'm like going to bed. I'm not going to the gym. So yeah, it was very. It was kind of brutal. I'm not gonna lie. It was great, great experience. I love it. Love my company. Love my people. But it was hard, and I could not mix the gym with it, unfortunately. But now that we're back, I have had a great time, kind of readjusting. I made a little program, use programs, I promise you. But yeah, anyways, like I was saying, I have gotten back into the swing of things. It's been nice. Basically, I'm on a PPL, push pull legs, for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then Thursday is going to be shoulders and arms. Friday is going to be chest and back, and then Saturday or Sunday, kind of depends. Sometimes I'll take one of the other days off, but whichever one I don't take off, the training day will be another leg day. So I'm squatting twice a week, which is great. I love squats. Squats are my favorite exercises, in the gym. But I'm really trying to prioritize like getting stronger, but also like staying like fairly lean. And health is like my primary thing right now. I'm really trying to just prioritize my health. So I'm doing a lot of cardio after my exercise or after my workouts. Not a lot of cardio, a little bit of cardio. So I'm doing like 15 minutes of like bike cardio. I really enjoy that. And I also noticed that if the more I do the biking cardio, the less sore I become. I think that's just because of like the blood flow and the active recovery components that are associated with cardio. So back to the job. I am in a program. I actually just graduated a program, so I do medical sales, and I was in kind of like a sales development program. And it was a 3-month program. It was a great time. Got to meet a lot of cool people and a lot of good resources. Just an amazing program, honestly, an amazing company. I'm so thankful and blessed that I'm with this company. But yeah, I have been traveling like crazy, so training has not been, very um, routine or very, consistent. I have been training. I've done a good job of like getting myself into the gym, but I've just been really busy with other things, and traveling is really, really hard to stay on, the training regimen, especially when you're trying to find gyms that are open or allow for like a 1 day pass. Hotel gyms aren't that great. Transportation's always kind of hard because sometimes I have my car, sometimes I don't. Obviously, in Vegas, I didn't have my car, so that was tough. I didn't even get to work out. In terms of content, I haven't really been able to post much content. I'm not even gonna say I wasn't able to. I was definitely able to. I've been so tired, because I'm not gonna lie, it's been a hard time getting into the routine of full time job plus training, and then plus like content, and then plus like social life and family and stuff like that. It's just kind of hard to adapt to it. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty hard, especially in the beginning. But things are a lot better now. I'm able to. I kind of know what to expect right now. So like in terms of being busy, I've always been a very like busy person. I thrive on being busy. I've always said that like my energy comes from always being busy, and that's 100% true. I love to move around all the time, so that's very important for me, and that's kind of why I chose sales, especially medical sales, because that's exactly that. Like, I'm surprised I'm filming this right now and my phone hasn't rang or given me any. It has been blown up with emails. I'm not gonna lie, but Yeah, I mean, like, I just love being busy. I love constant stimuli. So I wanted to jump into kind of like a discussion. If you are busy, if you're on the other end of the screen and you are busy, just one of the biggest tips that I can give is to really just like see when you have time, um, because everybody's got time. I don't really care what you say unless you're like a cardiothoracic surgeon or something along those lines. You have time, and even they have time. You have time. Just look at the time that you do have. What do you currently fill it with? Um, and then just kind of like you got to figure out like a good balance between, because obviously you definitely want to have like free time. Like I've noticed specifically, and I wanted to talk about this. I noticed specifically, like I've been so much more like mentally healthy when I have added a little bit more of a balance into my life, because like I said, when I first started, it was like super hard. It was go, go, go. It was traveling. It was like all this stuff. It was all business. It was all like just focus, head down, which is great. And I love that. But I also realized that like my body was telling me like, hey bro, you need to like chill out. You need to go do something, go for a walk, go read, like, do something, like play Xbox. It's very important to have that time. But I do believe that a lot of people have enough time to be, committing to training in the gym. I'm going to specifically target that right now, just because if you're following me, the chances are you're, into the gym and stuff like that. So you have time. Don't lie to yourself. You have time. Just literally, like, if you really want to, make it a thing, just write down on a piece of paper, okay, how much time do I normally have in a day to myself? What do I normally fill those things with? So that could be like scrolling on TikTok. That could be like, I don't know, watching like anime or like, freaking whatever, Grey's Anatomy, like for multiple episodes, which is probably like, a combined 2 hours. So you just gotta kind of see what are you spending your time in, and how can you split that up, not eradicate it. You want to have some good time to yourself, 100%. Um, but how can you split it up to make it a little bit more effective? That could literally mean going to the gym and watching anime. I literally do that. I don't know if that's weird. I don't care. I'm on the bike doing cardio at the end of my workouts, and I'm watching Naruto. And it's fantastic. It makes cardio go by super quick. So it's like multitasking. It's very important. And then I can come back home and have like 2 hours to just like do whatever I want. I can read, in my book, in my Bible, or I can play video games or something. Like that's what I do at night, kind of to like wind down and just kind of like de-stress or whatever, de-stress. But anyways, I'm kind of like talking to myself right now, because this is all like a lesson that I've learned very quickly. Now, I said that this job started like 3 months ago, the program. I have matured so much in these 3 months. I'd like to think of myself as a pretty mature person, like going into the program, but I've matured way more, with this job. And, likely, I mean, rightfully so. I kind of knew that that was going to happen. But, yeah, it's just, I mean, prioritization of time is unbelievably important, especially if you want to be successful, especially if you want to, chip away at a goal that you have. The only way you're going to do that is if you open up time and you work at it every single day. The small makes the big. I'm getting a little bit tired. I'm going to eat something, and then I'm going to head over to the gym. Let me see what I'm going to do, actually. I'm not even sure. So I'm going to be doing an incline variation. So the variation is just going to basically be a chest blood flow variation. It's very important, or it's very good at just tearing the muscle fibers in that upper chest, which is one of my biggest weak points. And then I'm going to do a hammer strength, like a push press. Really good as well. It's kind of a weird movement. It kind of comes, instead of like going like this, it kind of comes upwards, and it kind of really hits that upper chest as well. Kind of like an incline. And then also I'm going to do more of a decline, like a pushing downwards for the lower chest. So we're really going to try to hit all three portions of the chest. I say that, but the chest is the chest. There's not really portions. You can't really isolate crazily amount, but you can a little bit, give or take. So we're also going to be doing back today, which I'm just now realizing. And we're going to be doing a barbell row. I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite barbell rows. variations that I do, and it's not on a free weight barbell row. It's on a Smith machine barbell row, which is definitely more helpful for myself because I really like to manipulate it a little bit more. I think it's better. I think you don't use as much stabilizers. Well, you definitely don't use as much stabilizers because you're kind of constricted to one machine rather than just being free weight. But that also really helps with just like putting the muscle, or like a mind muscle connection, basically putting the weight where the muscles you are trying. I can't even speak right now, it's been a long day. Putting the weight where you want in relation to your musculature. Finally, I am going to do a lat pull down. It's going to be a close grip pull down, and I'm really going to just focus on the thickness of my back. I really am trying to bring up the thickness of my middle back. It is very hard to hit the middle back. I feel like it's kind of a genetic thing, I would say. That doesn't mean that you can't work around that, but it is harder in my experience with my body. I think one of my biggest weak points is, one, my upper chest, and two, my middle back. I don't know why it is, but it's so hard, and that's why I use things like the Smith machine to kind of like prioritize where I'm trying to hit it and just make sure that I'm feeling it in that specific spot. Whereas like with a free weight, kind of my bigger, more stronger muscles take over and they just get stronger, but then it leaves like my middle back to not getting strong, which is not good. That's defeating the purpose. So anyways, we're gonna head over to the gym. I'm gonna eat a little bit, I'm gonna film it. We're gonna head over to Vasa to do a chest and back workout, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. If you have any questions, like always, just go ahead and drop them in the comments, whether that's form or anything that we've discussed today. Let me know. I hope you enjoy. Peace. Back, so like my trapezoid. It's been a long day. Cut that out.